mic is working. Check 1, 2. All right, we are live. All right, let's go back to. Okay, hopefully everybody is doing well when you see this video. Let me know in the comments section below if you're here. Thank you all for everybody that joining me on this Monday morning. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to do a live video. Sorry, I'm setting things up just a little bit. There we go. We're going to do a live dual review of the 2 releases from Brunswick, the Danger Zone and Danger Zone Purple Ice. Legendary nameplates are back, and I felt like I'm excited to try to throw these and share these with you guys and tell you whether or not, whether or not you should grab them. Obviously, you should grab them, obviously. But, I want to tell you guys about these pieces. I had an opportunity to throw these a little bit in League yesterday. We'll start off with, let's see. We're going to start off with my Evil Eye from Radical. I hit it this morning here at the shop with a fresh 3000 pad. We're on a fresh house shot here at AMF Stardust Lanes in Grove City. So shout out to them for doing that for me. I'm not made of money, so I try to drill equipment with a purpose. I like to drill equipment that complements one another, so that way I have a diverse group of equipment to choose from when I'm going to different places, as any bowler theoretically should. So the Evil Eye was a really strong symmetrical ball. Nothing wrong with that. It can be ASIM, depending on layout, but nonetheless, it's a very, very strong ball. Sometimes you need something a little weaker in the back, something a little more on the controlled side, medium to lighter oil type situations. So Brunswick came out, brought back the Danger Zone series. Again, apparently. I know there was a vintage. I remember the originals when I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to throw those because those were the big boy toys. So I got to see them, but I didn't get to throw them. So now I can. So we're going to start off with the black. I didn't get to use the black one much yesterday. By the time we got done with practice, I couldn't use this ball, but the pattern was already blown up. The layout on both the black and purple ice layouts are 60 by 4.5 by 40. I believe that's what I put on there. No, I'm sorry. 40 by 4.5 by 40, I believe. I haven't altered the surface on either one of these 2 pieces. So the black one, what I just threw, I want to say it's like 1,500 and then compound on top of it. And I know that the purple ice is like 500 with factory compound and polish. So it's got a lot of polish to it. From what I understand, these bowling balls are going to be staples within the Brunswick lineup moving forward, which is great. It's not something that I believe they've done in a while. Had a ball that's just there. From what I've been told, these are supposed to be performance-wise similar to the Vibe line. I mean, they're the ones who make it, but you and I are the ones that throw it. And I don't see that. I see these to be stronger than the Vibe line. Maybe at some point, if I can, Brunswick, if you want, I would love to, drill up the equivalents to the Vibe line and compare them. But, maybe later. Price points on these, again, is similar to the Vibes. From what I understand, they're supposed to be. They're not supposedly super aggressive pieces, but they're not weak pieces either. Not bottom of the bag type balls. This black one, I didn't get to use it a whole lot yesterday during league. By the time we got to done with practice, that portion of the lane where I was going to use it blew up, and I wanted to move inside with it. And with the surface on it, just didn't look good, so I didn't throw it. I threw the purple ice. But these are, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I want to say they're higher RG, medium-ish, higher differential pieces. So with HK22 covers, which it's like hot sauce, put that stuff on everything. The pearl, the solid, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, as you guys can see, I'm kind of all over the place. And it's just me, so. I mean, it's real easy length. Nice smooth transition from wet to dry through the pin deck, as you guys can see. Very reminiscent of that old school look. I can see individuals who maybe you don't have a lot of hand and you just need a ball to get through the front part of the lane. I could definitely see this as a ball for someone who needs that. I can see this for a person like me. I would say I'm a moderate rev rate. I'm around 420, 430. Oh. 17, 18-ish off the hand, ball speed. It does well. I could definitely see this for a tournament bowler, for sure. See this for that guy or gal out there going to different places and you need a control piece. Maybe balls like your GB5s, your Evilizer are just too strong. And you still need something to read. It's not too much, not too little. This danger zone is the black one is proven to be a piece I think I can use. So you guys see I'm playing middle portion of the lane. I'm gonna migrate a little bit to the right, kind of kill my hand so you guys can see what that looks like. Ironically enough, there's a senior league that's next to me. When you're older, a lot of times you don't have the ball speed to get bowling balls down lane. And it can be discouraging because a lot of the equipment is either really strong and you can't get it down lane or really weak. And if you can get it down lane, but it doesn't finish. That was terrible off my hand. But I feel like this Danger Zone series, especially this particular one too, could solve that problem for a lot of people. A lot of folks are bowling on older lane surfaces, so the fronts can go fairly quickly. Again, the equipment is just flat out stronger than it's ever been. Right up 10. Took my hand out. I mean, this thing it just rolls. I think this is a good ball for anybody. What I'd like to do, while I have you guys on video, let's try. Let's see what this looks like with surface on it. So I hit my Equalizer 3000 pad this morning. This is the pad. It shows that I did use it. I'm going to do the same thing on this this black zone here. Of course, obviously, folks, make sure you hit it on all sides. That's the legal way to do it. Now, I don't have a CTD scanner. Shout out to Ron Hickler for having something like that for the public to purchase. 80% of ball reaction, 80 to 85% of ball reaction is surface. So change it if you need to. I picked up a little earlier, a little smoother transition, even though, as a lot of folks say, first shot don't count. I say it does. Because if I'm in the tournament and I throw that ball the first time and it strikes like that, I know what I'm working with. Let's go back right for a second. Try to play around 10-ish. No hand. Ooh. Still picks up a little bit. Just a little earlier. It just trucks. Like, this is... I know a lot of folks use catchphrases like, it's a house shot killer. I've used them too. But I think this one... I think this could be really like a really good ball for house shots, which that's what most people bowl on. We'll lose a little further right. We're just going to walk that dog to the left. Yeah. Yeah. Old school zone ball motion. It's got that same core. Obviously updated cover. She just drives. Ain't no punk deflection. Let's move another 5. So now we're in the deeper part of the lane. Push that out there. I mean, no effort, just letting the ball go. Rolling it off my hand the right way. Just let the ball roll. It is doing what it's supposed to do. Danger Zone is, I don't know, because I drill so many balls per year, it's hard to just keep some bowling balls in the bag. I kind of rotate. Looks like we got 4 folks watching the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. Let me know where you're watching from in the comment section below. I'm going to throw a few more shots with this black Danger Zone. Brunswick's apparently going to be a staple in their lineup, which I think is dope. other manufacturers like Storm have their phase two, and IQ tours. Brunswick, you need your own. Oops, bad throw. Bad result. Yeah, good job, Brunswick. I think this is a good marketing move. I think this is going to be great for folks who, want performance at an affordable price. Bowling balls are expensive. Not everybody's got $260, $80 to drill up a ball. Maybe you got 200. It's the holiday. Maybe you're looking to get somebody, some upgraded equipment, and you don't want to spend $1,000. Oh, that's another bad throw. Yeah, I think it hits hard, dude. Like, wow. Sorry, I'm still coming off of being under the weather. Here in Ohio, this weather sucks. And when you got kids at home, you're bound to get sick. Parents, you know what I'm talking about. Let's do a better shot here. Yeah. I think I'm gonna with this solid one. I think when I'm done, I'm gonna put it in the Haas machine or hit it on the actual spinner at 3,000 and leave it there. Because this is, again, as I said in the beginning, I drill with a purpose. I don't drill up everything just to drill it. I try to see I've been trying to be more cognizant of making sure stuff fits within the bag at some point. And I wanted something that was a step down from my Evil Eye. So I'm gonna pick up the Evil Eye again. You're gonna have it at 3,000. I think the box is at like 1,500, I believe. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it at 1,500. I might put it at like 2,000. Sorry, guys. But this cover stock core combination is just naturally stronger in every sense of the word than the Danger Zone. So I could go back to keeping this Evil Eye a little duller. When I need, I can throw it when there's a little bit more oil out there. And I can step down to the black zone. Oh. Yeah, that ball's a little earlier, a little quicker. Even not do that bad. Yeah, I think my educated guess is correct with this layout combination and the intent to have a step down from this Evil Eye. I'm gonna throw this Evil Eye one more time. Try to throw it a little bit better. Ooh, almost left the 710 for y'all. But yeah, this dark side, this Danger Zone, this black one, I like it with surface. If you got more hand than I do, then you may want to keep the polish on there. But if you're anything like me and the conditions that you're bowling on primarily, this is going to be your main piece. So that way you can have a progression, especially if you get the purple ice to go with it. I'd say put this at 3,000. 3,000, maybe 4, depending on, again, your rev rate and ball speed. Just Danger Zone one more time. Yeah. It's a little longer, a little more punch. I'm keeping this bad boy. Give me 1 second, folks. What's up to everybody in the chat? Do me a favor again, chats are open. I'd love to know where you're watching from. That's Love to know where viewers are. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. It don't hurt nothing. It don't cost nothing. I'm not selling you nothing. A little lovely tap on the clicker there. You know, if you're up to it, hit that notification button. All right, the one more with this black one. I'm liking this. I'm liking this now. I'm definitely liking it. Surface can make the difference, folks. I cannot stress it enough. Surface is everything. Layouts are important. Picking the right ball is important. But surface is everything. That's the black one. Let's move on to the purple ice. Now the purple ice, I knew there was a zone coming. I didn't know specifics. I just heard zone. Cool. And they said there was a pearl version coming out at the same time. I definitely got excited. Now this, if you haven't seen it already, I'm not sure you guys can see it. This is the purple ice because it does have purple in it. It's a very good looking bowling ball. Probably one of my top good looking bowling balls of the year. Now I definitely threw this ball yesterday. With the surface that I had on the black one, I couldn't use it because the pattern blew up way too much. But I did go to this purple. And that's what that ball did a lot of. When I say that thing was slinging head pins around and it was on a mission, this ball was slinging head pins around. Now I bowled like crap overall yesterday. Totally transparent. It happens. Even the great ones make a mistake from time to time. But this ball, it made me feel better. Last game I bowled pretty decently, but yeah. Not enough energy. Now, again, if my memory serves me correctly, and I'll post links at the end of the video where you can see the specifics. For you guys that like to know the details, I believe surface prep on this one is 500, factory compound, and then the Brunswick polish. Now, normally, most pearl pieces, I crack the surface on. Again, yesterday, and at this point, I have not. I probably will. If I do anything, at most, it'll be maybe 4,000. However, right now, from what I saw yesterday, and from what I'm seeing now, I might not. Usually I do. One, I love the way that ball looks going down lane. And two, when the pattern opens up a little more, it's so nice to have a ball. And if you're a bowler, you know this. It's nice and comforting to know that when you have a certain ball or series of equipment that you know and you're confident in when you throw them. So let me move back a little further right. This is fastly becoming that ball. Oh, dumped that one. That was a bad throw. Total transparency. I'm fighting my knee again. I have arthritis, and this cold weather is literally doing a number on me. But we're going to try to make the best shots anyway. That's why I wanted to do this video live, because you see reviews out there and all you see is strikes. Now, there are some times when all they're doing is nothing but striking. I'm not that guy. I'm an average bowler, I'm an average guy. I just do this to give a perspective from an average Joe. So average Joe, especially when you're older, you got problems. Oh, stuck something. Got away with that one. Yeah, this purple ice, I can't say anything bad about it. Yesterday, I was at as deep as fourth arrow, pushed it to around 5, 6, 7-ish area, and the ball came back with a vengeance. And it wasn't like, some balls have a tendency to jackknife on you, right? This one didn't do that. This just saw friction and just rolled right off of it, which is control is everything. We're gonna start creeping back to the right, going up the boards for those folks who like to play straighter angles. Woo. You guys know I made videos on some of the best 1-2 combinations out there. In my opinion only. Brunswick came out with the Mesmerize, Vaporize. Definitely a great 1-2 combo. Not just because I did shot honor scores with them. They're just really good balls that complement each other. Then they come out together. Balls like the Ethos Solid, Crown Vic. You could even throw in the Cypher Pro, because the Cypher Pro came out, I think, all around the same time. All three of those complemented each other. A lot of folks say, manufacturers just put out a bunch of stuff to be putting out a bunch of stuff. Sometimes I feel like I can agree with that, but there are times, case in point, this one, when I think they're paying attention and hearing the market, not just the consumers, but the pro shops, and putting out 1-2 combinations that people can actually use. Yeah. I like how just very little effort. I mean, it is a house shot, sure enough, but not all balls are that smooth. A lot of newer equipment is just so strong. Folks can't, again, play straighter angles like that. You see that? You can't. Let's do this again. I like this straighter angle. Yeah, I mean, that's a 10 pin, but I wouldn't change anything really. Smooth, just drove. What more do you? I will say from yesterday's overall bowling debacle, this purple ice is getting ready to move the ball out of the bag. At least the main bag, anyway. That or it could go into a tournament. These could go to a tournament bag, because these are just that predictable. And having predictability in your equipment genuinely gives you the opportunity, if you use it correctly, if you're mindful of it, gives you the opportunity to be a better bowler, to score better. That's what we're all here for. Whether it's to win tournaments, bragging rights, whatever. Ooh. Yeah, I know. 6'7". Whatever. I hate that phrase. I grabbed that one, though. That's for sure. I grabbed that one. So let's see if there's any comments in the comment section because I can't see while I'm bowling, y'all. I apologize. Let's see. I don't have any comments in the comment section, but again, I'm really thinking these two pieces go together. I think Brunswick. I'm not on Brunswick staff, so just want to clarify. I'm all for the consumer. I help out quite a bit in the shop, and yes, we sell primarily Brunswick stuff because we know that equipment. But if there's a type of ball that seems to fit someone better, whether it be a motive ball. Oh, what's up, Norette from Puerto Rico? Wow, thank you, man. Appreciate you watching, brother. We pride ourselves on finding the right piece for the bowler. That's just how we roll, Yep, we don't sell a whole lot of storm equipment, but if a customer comes in and they say, hey, I'm a storm guy, we sell them storm equipment. We're not going to change them unless they ask. What's up, Dominique? I'm doing okay, man. Dominic, I'm doing all right. Just out here trying to throw these two new rocks, the Danger Zone Solid and Danger Zone Pearl, or proper name is the Purple Ice, which just sounds like a serial killer. Welcome to the Danger Zone. First up is Danger Zone Black versus Purple Ice. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for commenting. I wanted to do a live video simply because editing, one, can be very time consuming, and I wanted to get something out. Two, I feel like you guys get a better sense of what the ball reaction really looks like. So that way there's no guessing of, oh, he tweaked something in the video, or, I see a lot of folks complain about that. I don't want to be that guy that folks complain about. I want you to watch my content and know that I'm giving you upfront, honest, non-biased opinions. Like I have a video that I did do last night, my top 5, and discuss what my number 1 ball is. I will tell you up front, for those that are watching this, the Danger Zones are not going to be on that list. Why? Because they came after December 1st. So that video, which will go live probably Wednesday, more than likely, probably Wednesday, Thursday, will be, the parameters are from December 1st of 2024 to December 1st of this year. So these two particular bowling balls did not make that list, unfortunately, because I haven't had a lot of time with them. Again, I just drilled them Friday evening after we closed, threw them for 30 seconds. But we had open bowling, so the patterns were all blown up, and tried to throw them yesterday. I threw them yesterday during league. The only one I got to really use was the Purple Ice. So, I like doing live videos. I think it gives a different sense for folks, different perspective. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Well, technically, physically right now, I'm in Grove City, Ohio, which is a suburb of Columbus, Ohio. Nice little small town. Not too much going on. Not quite hick town, but not quite mainstream city either. I'm going to throw a couple more shots with these pieces. If you have any questions about the bowling balls, feel free in the meantime, throw some questions up in the chat. I can tell you the box surface, this ball does not like oil a whole lot. Not a whole lot anyway. That ball just went whee. But again, I'm struggling with a little bit of a knee injury. I'll probably take the rest of the week off from physically bowling. Let's play more kind of in the middle. Yep. Let's do that again. Let's move to the left. Still trying to play that middle part. 15-ish arrow. Yeah, this purple ice is right now of the two my favorite. Right now, purple ice is my favorite. I didn't think that would be the case. However, it is. Got that one outside. Well, she still made it up the hill somehow. Wow. Okay. And let's go back to the black danger zone. And those, if you ever wonder, I use Jopo's thumb system. Best in the business. This jersey, if you like it, and any others that you've ever seen in any of my videos, go over to 12bagger.com. Use promo code ROSS10 and get 10% off. We have a lot of new designs on there. Some of them I want. I haven't ordered them yet. Let's go back to this black danger zone. Ooh, do that one pretty bad, but I got away with it. Yeah, it's amazing what a little bit of surface can do to ball reactions. I'm a humongous advocate now. These last couple of years of coming back to bowling. You need to alter your surfaces, folks. Alter it to your game. Yeah, that ball's so smooth. That ball is so smooth. Like, it's just so freaking smooth. It's just ridiculous in a good way. Man, I wish this combination came out sooner, because I know some events that I went to where I could have used this level of ball reaction. But it's all right. It's here now. Yeah, I mean, it's so effortless. I mean, these balls really, these two, now that I got the right surface on, especially that black one, yeah, these really might be the balls for league for a while. All right, let's see some questions here. Okay, Nora, you said your question was, how would you compare them to the GB5 line? Oh, that's a very good question. For somebody who has drilled them both, and several of, in particular the solid, I've drilled several. Take the GB5s, or take these danger zones. It's like a half step down. A little cleaner, a little stronger back in, simply because of the fact that they are cleaner balls and they're going to store a little more energy. But they are definitely a half step down. The one that I'm not 100% sure, okay, so for the solid for sure is a definite half step down. This pearl, I would say it's just maybe a hair cleaner than the GB5 pearl. The purple ice is a hair cleaner, I think, but just as strong. I believe just as strong. Yeah, I did mention that already. Yeah, again, from talking to some folks, who were in the know at Brunswick, it was said, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it, that these two are really designed to be in that vibe type line. I from drilling a couple of the vibes before, drilling the Anger Pearl and the Anger Solid, even though those balls are a little different, I would put it up there closer to like the Anger Solid strength. That Anger Solid had a stronger cover than any of the vibes, if I'm not mistaken. So I had I think Hazmat Solid cover stock, if I'm not mistaken on it. This ball just to me than vibes. Let's just put it that way. So I would say if you have a slower ball, trouble getting balls to go down the lane, and maybe you consider the GB5 line, which is still a great line, but you want that similar shape but cleaner covers, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go with, especially if you're going to pick up a Solid and a Pearl version of each other that are available. Then yeah, I would say pick up these two. But if they had the Ethos Pearl, the original, then I would say Ethos. I would probably say either Ethos Solid, Ethos Pearl, or the Alert and then the Ethos Pearl. But those are gone. So yeah, I think still overall the best 1-2 punch in all of brands of Brunswick, in my opinion, is the GB5 Pearl. This might be the number 2. Anything else you guys got? Please feel free to ask away. Any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms? Let me know if you like this format versus, traditional edited video. Because I've gotten feedback that some people like this, some people don't. I know it's not an opportunity for everybody to watch these videos simply because, I'm doing them on a Monday morning. People are at work, so I apologize for that. Let me do something. I'm going to switch lanes because obviously we were throwing on 22 or 21. Let's go on 22. I'm going to start off with the black. Go up the boards. This lane hasn't been touched. I think I only threw one ball on this lane. Okay, kind of got over top of that one a little bit. Just gonna throw a couple of shots on this and then we're gonna wrap up, folks. Yeah, these are great pieces. I mean, I don't think there's a total thing as a bad bowling ball. There just might not be pieces that fit you. Sometimes there are duds. We'll keep it a buck. Sometimes there just are duds, but more often than not, it's really not a dud across the board. It's just a ball that's not, for you. Let's see. Said you rolled the Ethos Solid GB5 Pearl earlier this year. You like that combo? Yeah, that's an easy combo to like. The Ethos Solid, a little earlier, a little smoother, and then transitioning to the Pearl, GB5 Pearl. That makes a lot of sense. I can see you liking that combination. I don't see why anybody wouldn't like that combination. Any other questions or, thoughts, views, opinions, whatnot? All are welcome. Don't forget the super chat options are available now. The channel is officially monetized. I do pay for all these bowling balls, so I'm just giving you a heads up on that. I would like to continue to do that. And again, if you're not subscribed and you're watching this video, please do me a favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button. It does go a long way. Leaving a comment. I'd love to know what some of your, favorite 1-2 combinations are right now, whether it's, something from 2025 or something from later. whatever your two, your 1-2 combinations are. I'd love to know what those are. But that is going to be overall it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you to the staff over here at AMF Stardust Lanes here in Grove City for allowing me to record. My guys over at Next Generation Bowlers Pro Shop for always making sure that I'm put together with my equipment. 12bagger.com. I mean, jerseys like this, who wouldn't want some? Use promo code ROSS10, get 10% off. There's a lot of new products on there, some of which I don't even have yet. So just putting that into perspective, there's a lot of good stuff. So go check that out. And Jopo, as always, for making absolutely the best thumb system out there. And last but not least, I have to say Brunswick. So it's coming back to bowling 2 years ago. I was a big Storm guy. Brunswick, at that time frame for me, didn't have necessarily the best name for me. A lot of early rolling, chuggy stuff. These last couple of years, I feel like I have witnessed an evolution, a genuine evolution in bowling. A lot of companies use terminology like that. I feel like Brunswick actually has embodied that with having equipment, just changing their whole face from that old school chuggy stuff to now having equipment that if you want something that goes dead left and hook, you want something that's early and controlled, you want cover stocks that hold up, Brunswick as a whole has it. And they do it at every price point. And they're doing it here, I believe, with the Danger Zone series, the black and the purple ice. I think are going to be a great 1-2 combination for any bowler at any level. I would definitely recommend this. These are going to be pieces that are going to be probably used in league a little bit more, and definitely in some tournaments that I have lined up for next year. I can see these pieces being very usable in a lot of places. So shout out to Brunswick for coming up with these pieces. Good job with that. I am Brandon. Thank you guys so much again for watching. If you haven't, hit that like button, but more importantly, hit that subscribe button, because the majority of you watch the videos, but you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost anything. I'm not selling anything. So it just goes a long way. It's a little free thing that you just go and be done. That's it. That's all you got to do. So until next time, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. See you. And shout out to everybody who commented and liked the video, liked the stream. Definitely appreciate it. It's definitely appreciated in more ways than one. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.